Braka, 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 everybody. Shalom braka. Ain't you rolling? YouTube alone. There's a lot of things we got to get under our belt and understanding and spiritual discernment so you can know the thing you already in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Now, out here in these streets, it's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. So I did a segment on Facebook the other day about, do you know what you're eating? People took it lightly. Matter of fact, we're going to pause him. And we're going to go here first. Remember that lettuce I said they took mold, glue, and water, and out pops your McDonald's and Burger King lettuce? People be thinking I'd be bullshitting. I mean, my son showed me this working at the Mickey D's. Y'all seen me when I pick them up. Y'all seen the McDonald's that I was there. People thought I was eating it. I'm like, man, that's the best y'all can do. You know, really, we really doing this right now, knowing that my son works there. They were calling me hypocrite. I was cracking up. I like, boy, y'all ain't got nothing better to do with yourselves, huh? So, showed me just like this. I was like, that's lettuce? Nah, I'm never eating that crap again. Hey, this is in China. All right. This is why some of your Walmart foods be tasting like cardboard. All right. I want you to pay attention to how this stuff made.
Power.
If you're thinking about
Malik.
buying solar panels,
I'm glad you said that. And that's what we have come to today. This is real GMO right here, not that boo-boo they be teaching you on the news. This is why you taste and you immediately be like, something ain't right with here. You eating glue and paint, your gummy bears and stuff like that. Licorice is made from this.
この学校で。おじさん、包丁使うのうまいんだって。元魚屋さんでマグロおろしとったんだから。はい、こんな感じ。
We're going to come back to that. I want to let y'all know what kind of meat y'all eat. We're going to come back to that just to let you know we can make Play-Doh into edible food now. The seriousness this is. Now, 3 years ago on TikTok, I showed the nano and the nano worm moving a whole chicken breast around, slithering like a snake.
The prevalence of fake products is a well-known fact, and amidst the surge of counterfeit goods, the issue of fake food particularly stands out. Food fraud not only poses a grave threat to people's health, but also erodes trust within society. Today, let's delve into the...
This the food you eating, brother.
Have you ever
Brother Angel? They said we're going to drink poison, eat snakes or serpents and scorpions, and nothing shall happen to us. Stuff made out of cardboard. You'll see. You'll see. I ain't even gonna tell you.
Some of the shocking fake food items found in the Chinese food market. Fake beef. Let's begin with the fake beef that you saw at the beginning of the video. Due to the high cost of beef, which is approximately 160 to 180 yuan, 22 to 26 USD per kilogram, businesses often cut costs by using cheaper meat.
Let's not forget, China owns America. Let's not forget that.
Such as chicken, duck, or pork, which cost around 20 yuan, 3 USD per kilogram, to create synthetic meat. To enhance the beef flavor, they add ingredients like beef essence or beef tendons. After these ingredients are mixed and marinated, gelatin is then added to mimic the texture of beef, making it chewy and elastic. Some manufacturers even craft a beef-like surface texture, making it hard to distinguish from real beef. Other sellers use leftover beef scraps, such as lymph nodes and internal organs, to produce fake beef. These low-cost scraps are ground into minced meat, mixed with additives to produce synthetic minced meat, fooling consumers into thinking it's real minced beef. To cut even more costs, some unscrupulous businesses opt for using meat from deceased cows or aged sows to make fake beef. To make the fake beef's color resemble fresh beef, they add coloring agents such as carmine.
They spray painting vegetables. They putting dye over them because they want to give it to people. Wait, why this thing ain't paused yet?
There are even some reckless merchants who simply combine eggs and...
Oh, that's what's going on. I'm like, yo, why am I still hearing music? This joint unpaused. I'm like, something ain't right here, yo. Something not right here. All right, let's get back here. Now, I want us to pay attention here. Already, stuff tastes like cardboard because it's made out of cardboard.
Or use plant protein to create a kind of composite meat. They then add various additives to make this substance closely resemble real beef in appearance and texture, though it contains no meat at all.
Fake beef is everywhere. Can you believe it? When you order a dish of boiled beef or stir-fried beef at a restaurant, what you might be consuming may not be real beef. Today, let's take a closer look at the type of fake beef that has dominated the restaurant industry for over a decade. That is Mongolian meat. When you hear Mongolian meat, you might be thinking of Mongolian beef, but there's actually no beef in here. This Mongolian meat comes in 3 different grades. The lowest grade contains duck meat and a bunch of additives, priced at 6 to 8 yuan. The mid-range option includes some pork and duck meat, along with a heap of additives, priced between 8 to 10 yuan. The high-grade version consists of pork and a bunch of additives, priced around 10 to 15 yuan.
The man in the video reveals that a bag of Mongolian meat contains 2 smaller bags, enough for 2 servings. The cost of one portion of restaurant-served boiled beef is 5 yuan, while they sell it to you for 58 yuan per bowl, allowing the owner to make a profit of...
Muslims, did y'all hear that? You don't know what you eating. My sister or the food truck told me with season you can make chicken taste like beef, and proved it to me. So you may see beef, but you may be eating pork. You just heard what he said? There's duck, then another one is pork in it, but then they're gonna tell you it's a beef dish. Be wise and vigilant.
Of 50 yuan. What's more, we can see that the list of ingredients on the packaging of Mongolian meat includes pork scraps, duck scraps, phosphate, sodium citrate, carrageenan, and other additives. It's all additives. In this next video, the man claims to have bought fake beef in Chaonan New Street in Guangzhou.
People nowadays are truly clever. They can fake just about anything, and the fakes look so convincing. They've made the tendon, they've got the real color. It's honestly hard for the naked eye to see through. When I bought it at the store, the salesperson claimed it was prime beef. After cutting it, you can't tear it apart. No idea what kind of glue they use. Cut it open and you'll see. The white part is the glue. If you try burning it with a lighter, it actually catches fire, and it produces a smell just like burning plastic. They're selling this kind of beef for 100 to 200 yuan for half a kilogram.
How is fake beef jerky made? As the video shows, first a mold of the beef jerky is created. Once the mold is ready, it is disassembled and...
Remember, y'all, you know them little skins that be in the bag like chips at the store? Well, a year ago, my cousin gave me one. I bit, said this junk tastes like dog, bro. I'm not eating this no more. And then the clip came out, jerky and skins and stuff like that. It's dog. I didn't know nothing about it. I tasted it and the spirit told me what it was.
Refined into a perfect shape. Then the mold is cleaned. After that, the ingredients for the fake beef are prepared. Following this, the jerky is baked. Once cooked, the fake beef jerky is removed, and then it undergoes a second coloring and glazing.
May heaven
Finally,
always
the
smile
fake beef
upon
jerky
you
is completed.
and the family.
Speaking
KG
of
Brown
meat,
in the
fake
building,
lamb and
Braca.
fake lamb chops have also become a headache for consumers in recent years. During the merchandise slaughter process, lamb is categorized by its parts and then released into the market after passing inspections. However, some businesses, in order to cut cost, mix low-quality or even spoiled meat with chemical ingredients such as flavorings for processing. In terms of taste and appearance, these fake lamb chops are almost indistinguishable from real ones. Some businesses use an enzyme that can act as a binding agent, mixing duck and chicken meat with beef, along with the right seasoning to create fake lamb chops. The picture posted here is even more interesting. The man bought lamb chops at a food festival in Shenzhen and only realized after taking a bite that there was a chopstick inserted into the meat. The individual humorously remarked that it was another day of falling for tricks. Have you ever witnessed the production process of plastic rice? You'll see white plastic continuously being conveyed into a machine, which then extrudes dough-like substances from the other end. The dough-like object is then put into another machine, and after undergoing...
Bruh, I'm starting to be a believer. I did a clip this week, or maybe last week. It said, Chinese people aren't humans. I laughed at that, like, what? Okay, I can see where you're getting with this. But now, brothers eating plastic and cardboard, turning it into meat. Man, this look like some Matrix Porsche stuff.
Processes like wire drawing and
no human
threading,
can do
the machine
this.
produces
Ain't gonna
shiny
be no serious
plastic
consequences.
rice. The same goes in this video. An unidentified
How you gonna
gel-like...
tell us do not consume plastics on the back of our soda bottles because it could cause damage, but then turn around and do this? That's why I was glad War Ready put out there Hey man, this was in America and they thought it was just in China. No, China is the leader of America. It's the dragon, year of the
Gel-like
dragon.
substance is
You call
poured
it
into
mark
the
of the
machine,
beast.
and what comes out from the other end is rice. Even the popular self-heating rice products that have gained popularity in recent years have their hidden surprises.
The rice you can find in the supermarket is usually crystal clear, with distinct grains. In contrast, the rice in self-heating meals appear like long, thread-like strands. If you look closely, you'll even notice some tiny bubbles within, forming irregular, elliptical strands.
So it turns out that what's being sold is not real rice, but reconstituted rice, which is made primarily from rice, wheat, and corn starch.
I told y'all the Walmart brand of Great Value in Walmart is this stuff right here. When you look on the back, it say produced in China, and I cooked it 3 hours and it never got soft. I have experienced this, not just some video.
Added, and after a certain proportion is determined, the mixture is ground, then processed through extrusion and puffing to form something that looks similar to regular rice. However, because many nutrients are lost during the production process, it's not recommended for long-term consumption. Lately, there is even a type of rice marketed as natural green rice. It claims to be a specialty from northeast China, but many people from that region have only become aware of it in the last 2 years. The quality of this green rice, which is advertised as free from colorants and additives, have been the subject of numerous blogger reviews.
I've bought some all-natural, non-artificially colored bamboo rice, which cost me 16.5 yuan per kilogram. This is the most expensive rice I've purchased so far. Let's take a look at its ingredients list. It includes corn flour, spinach flour, mulberry leaf powder, fresh bamboo leaf powder, and water. The ingredient list has anything but rice.
The blogger mentioned that this kind of rice looks fresh after cooking, but its color is a bit faded. After cooking, it sticks together like glue, forming a solid mass. The texture when eating is similar to chewing on glue. It could even dislodge your dentures.
That looked like cooked sherbet. Ice cream.
A man bought a pack of noodles priced 10 yuan for half a kilogram, only to discover something alarming at home. After soaking the noodles in water
showed y'all
overnight,
this.
Not a trace of powder dissolved.
Last
and the noodles
year.
could even be stretched. This has shocked them, and apparently he will not be eating it. Another customer mentioned they would never buy noodles from the market again after witnessing a noodle shop owner kneading dough and simply ignore the customers when they're asked to select which type of noodle to buy. This raised suspicions. Could the flour used in these noodles be different from what's found in home kitchens? Later, the customer learned from a neighbor who has been running a noodle business for over 10 years that many noodles on the market contain carcinogenic substances like borax to enhance their elasticity and texture. Noodles with borax usually have a smooth surface and are white with a slightly yellow tint. Formaldehyde can also be added to make noodles appear fresher. For noodles that don't soften easily, some producers add strengthening agents, and others include carcinogenic chemicals like sulfur dioxide to improve the appearance. Despite looking appetizing, these noodles pose potential health risks. To investigate the composition of fake noodles further, a blogger conducted an experiment. Observing the noodle samples under a microscope, the blogger found it strange to see granular substances clearly visible. Moreover, these noodles had strong elasticity, didn't spoil over time, and didn't become sticky. The blogger then used a borax detection kit, which confirmed the presence of borax in these granules. Another blogger conducted a simple formaldehyde test. They coated both a boiled and an unboiled noodle sample with a formaldehyde detection solution. After 30 minutes of waiting, the results were revealed. The uncooked noodle showed a moderate to high level of formaldehyde of between 1.1 to 1.2, far exceeding the normal caution level of 0.1. The cooked noodles had levels around 0.5, with slightly lighter coloration indicating that formaldehyde remains even after cooking. Fake tofu. Tofu, a highly popular and nutritious food, is generally considered a natural product, so normally one should not worry about buying fakes, right? Surprisingly, fake tofu has also appeared in China. Some types of fake tofu are extremely hard with no elasticity when pressed by hand. This type of tofu is suspected to contain industrial gypsum with a significantly excessive chemical content, potentially posing carcinogenic risk when consumed excessively. Another variety of fake tofu appears white and tasty but emits a lime powder odor. This suggests the use of whitening agents, which may adversely affect one's health if consumed in excess. Some unscrupulous merchants even add gelatin during tofu production, making it impossible to soften even after prolonged cooking, and is generally unpleasant to eat. There's also tofu with an unusually smooth cut surface, devoid of tofu's natural honeycomb texture, suggesting the addition of coagulants. This type of tofu won't soften even after long periods of cooking. Fake buns. Consumers dining out need to exercise caution, particularly regarding aluminum buns. Authentic buns naturally have a slight yellow tint, while aluminum buns appear white and soft. Aluminum buns are made using sweetening baking powder containing aluminum sulfate and aluminum hydroxide, which are acidic substances. During steaming, these substances produce carbon dioxide, causing the buns to expand and appear larger and whiter. While these buns may look appealing and taste soft, the aluminum sulfate they contain could pose health risks. Consuming these buns over time can affect bone development and memory in children. A blogger also examined buns made with lymphatic meat under a microscope and found out that the meat appeared darkened in color. Lymphatic tissue, being part of the animal's immune system, contains large amounts of phagocytes that ingest bacteria and viruses, making it susceptible to contamination by pathogens like Salmonella and Staphylococcus aureus, and thus unfit for consumption. Unquarantined pig lymphatic meat could expose consumers to various zoonotic diseases. Fake eggs. The world is full of surprises, as even eggs can be faked. A woman showcased the fake eggs that she bought, noting they often crack in the middle, unlike the intact appearance of normal eggs. The egg whites and shells of
fake egg is in that great value that it'd be like 60, say 5 dozen. Man, don't get that. Don't even get the double dozen, man. It'd be all bad.
Fake eggs are darker in color. The most distinctive feature is that the yolks of fake eggs are often a single uniform mass, rather than being dispersed naturally. This may be due to the addition of thickeners, and the ununiformed appearance of yolk color is achieved through coloring or other chemical methods. The woman expressed concern, showing that these eggs lack any flavor and are entirely spoiled when opened. The production process of fake egg is rather puzzling, primarily involving the mixing of various compounds. These compounds have no nutritional value, and long-term consumption can cause harm to the body. The first step is creating fake eggs as to make the egg white. Sodium alginate is mixed with water to form a solution, the base for the egg white. The solution is stirred continuously until it thickens into a substance resembling egg white. The egg yolk is made similarly, but with the addition of colorants like lemon, yellow to the sodium alginate solution. This colorful solution is then poured into specially designed molds and solidified in a calcium chloride solution. The eggshell is formed from a mixture of calcium carbonate and other materials placed in molds to achieve the shape of an eggshell. It's almost unthinkable that even tea leaves can be counterfeited. A video showcases a woman demonstrating the process of scenting tea leaves. Pour this fragrance water into a measuring cup, open the air compressor switch, aim the nozzle inside the tea leaf container, and spray some fragrance water into the container while stirring the tea leaves. This is the process of adding fragrance. The end results are finely misted tea leaves. This is what we call fragrance tea. To enhance their appearance, some unethical businesses add artificial colorants to tea leaves during processing.
So you see how many regular po people are super geniuses in alchemy? We're not talking about scientists. Okay. We're talking about regular Chinese people.
I'll just go make slush.
And Americans. Right. In the back of their garage. In here, millionaires. While you up here cracking eggs, talking about this a bad egg. No, it's an artificial egg.
There have been reports of lead chrome green being added to green tea, giving it more of a vibrant green appearance. However, this colorant is an industrial pigment. that is toxic in nature and should not be used as a food additive. Manufacturers also add sugar to tea leaves, aiming to improve the glossiness and sweetness of the dry tea. The sugars used include edible sugars and artificial sweeteners. Some merchants even make use of inferior materials to substitute for higher quality ones.
So you think you know Wix, do you really? First up.
Y'all all right? I know it's some gruesome stuff, but you got to know this. You know, you got people out here thinking they're eating healthy and you're being mutated.
Higher quality ones, creating blends that are difficult for the average consumer to distinguish. The most common example of this is blending of lower quality Tieguanyin tea. Tieguanyin, a tea plant variety and also a name for a specific tea making process, often includes blends of other varieties similar to Tieguanyin, particularly among many of the cheaper options available on the market. Fake honey beehives. Honey as a natural nutritional food is cherished for its unique flavor and numerous health benefits. However, in recent years, some businesses seeking illicit gains have employed various illegal methods to counterfeit honey, flooding the market with fake and substandard products. The most common method of faking honey involves mixing syrup and adding fragrance, making it look like real honey. This deception is hard to discern based solely on appearance. Some businesses feed bees sugar, which in the presence of ample food source.
They were getting rid of the bees, but telling us that they were going extinct. You remember that some years back? They said the scientists is working on the solution because, you know, without bees, you would get no vegetables, you would get no fruit, you would yield nothing because they're the one that bring the flowers and flower process.
Sources discouraged them from collecting nectar, thereby saving time and increasing honey production at the expense of taste quality. Additionally, some businesses add maltose or sodium glycamate among with various additives to mimic honey. While merely affecting taste might seem harmless, some producers create fake honey by mixing alum and white sugar, which with long-term consumption can damage the brain's nervous system, leading to irreversible memory loss. Some unethical businesses use low-cost honey to impersonate high-quality honey, adding corn syrup and flavors to create honey that is difficult to distinguish from the genuine product. To ensure that you are buying trustworthy honey, it is essential to compare products from different sources and purchase from reputable sellers.
Yeah, KG, it's crazy, but we got to know this because sometimes carcinogenics is why people have tumors, turn into cancer throughout the body, by the consumption, as when Adam sinned by consumption and other things, he lost his god doggone narrow mind, spiritually speaking, and it caused a disease in the soul, which causes a manifestation of disease in the body. Glad you said that. Braka, through it all. Already in the building out here, educating, son. My man in here with an alchemical Play-Doh shop, making fake food, niggas eating, painting. Yo, that's why stuff don't taste right, yo. And definitely freezer process. That's why I feel so alive today. I'm not eating this crazy crap. This is for awareness. Entertainment purposes, of course, but truth is truth. My man made some alchemy nano goo paste, son. Hey, you buy this all in y'all stores. Food Lion, Piggly Wiggly, Publix, Walmart, Winn-Dixie, mom and pop store.
黄色いのにこう、レモンシロップをとか言って。
I like that. It ain't new to you, but we gonna learn today. Your wifey deep, son. Your wifey deep, son. She already watching this guy, son.
で、裏技で。裏技。ほら。メロン、よし。でもこれは大人のアイスクリームになります。はい、乗ってるよ。すご技。白。こう冷たい水があると一番いいね。子供たちが作ってくれるね、みんな。子供たちに作らせる。老細。レタス作りと、卵焼きとか、目玉焼きとか。ほら。めっちゃ入れる。何ができるとこんな感じ。白。なんだと思う？想像つかんもん。ほら、こんな感じ。
My man just made salami.
すき焼きやるときに。
Bacon. Yo. This is what we eating when you say same food. And your taste buds be like, what the hell is this? Now we know. Yo, that's the ramen noodles. That's why people getting cancer, son. KG. Yeah, man. I was like, yo, I got dogs. You know how you can smell something so strong? You taste it? Bro, when I taste that, I was like, yo, that's that same smell. I couldn't do it.
これ醤油。
Yo, I'm gonna let it play. My man just put it in the oven, son. Man, your kid Play-Doh oven don't cook for real, for real.
いいかもね。
Yo, you don't know what we eating, son. You hope for the best.
Unscrupulous merchants may use cheap honey as a substitute for premium honey, adding high fructose corn syrup and flavorings, making it difficult to distinguish from the unscrupulous merchants may use cheap honey.
Yeah, he tried it with a hair dryer. You got a good
Adding high
eye.
fructose corn syrup and flavorings, making it difficult to distinguish from the real product. To
That's
purchase
right,
quality
Angel.
honey, consumers should shop around and buy from a trustworthy merchant. In recent years, not only honey, but even beehives have also frequently been counterfeited.
I bought this for 30 yuan, which comes in a square-shaped box that looks quite appetizing. The seller claimed it to be natural beehive honey, assuring us it could be safely soaked in water and consumed.
He explains upon examining a piece of honeycomb, a line can be seen in the middle. This is where the problem lies. There's this substance visible when we pull it apart, and next we'll
Here we
soak
go,
it in
alchemical
lukewarm water
again.
to see what happens. It's revealed that the substance is made from industrial paraffin wax, which is a must-use when producing artificial honey. It is highly hazardous to the human body as it contains carcinogenic substances like polycystic aromatic hydrocarbons and condensed aromatic hydrocarbons, especially when leached into warm water. I purchased this at the Shifang Ping night market in Changsha. The stall is called Lao Dai Little Seafood, and the sea cucumber is priced at 96 yuan per half a kilogram.
I promise you that L word, La'azo, is a demon, fallen angel. I gotta look it back up.
Did
That's
you
strange.
think this was sea cucumber? I ate quite a bit before realizing that something was amiss. This is fake sea cucumber made from fish maw, but sold as seafood. There have been reports of a well-known restaurant in Dalian which used sponge as a substitute for sea cucumber. A tourist in
Not a sponge?
Yizhao, Shandong, bought seafood for 60 yuan per half a kilo, only to discover the crab legs appeared to be stuffed with gluten. This man spent 400 yuan on mantis shrimp, only to find them hollow and filled with water upon opening. Some describe the current state of Chinese society as billions of lives have been sacrificed to toxic milk powder, vaccines, contaminated classrooms, running tracks, and moldy foods. China's food crises have reached a point where not eating can lead to immediate death from starvation, but eating can lead to a slow death from poisoning. The public criticizes the authorities for inadequate regulations. The Chinese government's so-called food safety supervision is merely...
Don't forget, these are the same people that took doo-doo water, processed it in a ghettoist way. I showed that. So I'm on YouTube too. And made it clear and sell it to you as bottled water. Oh my God. These inhumane people.
empty promises as China's food safety defenses crumble and the dangers of poisoned food nearly spiral out of control. The food safety issue also highlights multiple challenges in Chinese society, including a lack of information transparency, an imperfect legal environment, and declining social trust. Under the CCP's regime of violence, lies, and poisoning, Chinese people continue to...
There you have it. Thank y'all for coming out to HSE-TV Entertainment, Holy Spirit Enlightenment Television. Sorry if it grossed you out, but you must know so you can keep praying what to pray for and what to put into your body. I'm BC the Tishfite, BC the I Vet Root. We now understand why food is harming you, because it's not food from the farm. Braka!